Shadow. Hi, Chris. How you guys doing? Um, all right, I took some of the pink out of my lights. Now it looks all washed out. That might just be my own eyeballs, though. Okay, I was looking for my little, uh, Tom Thinks wave. Where is it? I wanted to reply with the same thing. I've got way too many hype train emotes. Okay, hold on. Because I said, now I have to do it. They're not even loading. All right. Can I do that? No. High hand. Oh, is that that's what it's called? Let's see. Oh, look at that. Thank you so much. Yay. Okay. The world is right. One word. What did I type? Whatever it did, it worked. So I got it. What I've learned is that you have to pick one. You can't do the weird color pumpkin and the weird shaped pumpkin. You have to pick one. So since it's already weird shape, I'm going to make it orange. And I like orange, so that's good. I think if it was in like a group of pumpkins, and this was one of the, hi Patty, how are you? Little hugs, yay. If it was a grouping of pumpkins, and there was different colors, you know, well, how many colors of pumpkins are there? It's like cream and orange, right? What other colors do they have? Anyway, then you can kind of get away with crazy ones. But if it's just the one, it looks like a gourd of some kind. It might even look like a pineapple. So we're gonna make it orange. Makes sense. The shadow. Yes. Yes. I learned these things right along with you. Maybe you guys saw it coming from a mile away, but it takes me like I need to do it first. We'll figure it out though. It's a group effort. Our mistakes. So, okay. I don't know how your guys' weekend was, but I got to do an escape room. Again, this is the second one ever. It was really fun. Hi, MPT. Ohayo gozaimasu. Is it autumn? Is today? When was the first day of autumn? Patty says, total sense. Yeah, I don't see it until, you know, it's, you know, already a decision was made, and then I'm like, all right. It makes sense in my head because I know what it is, but I think I step away and I look at it through new eyes. I'm like, well, I don't want to have to keep saying, no, it's a pumpkin. So I think it was the 21st. Autumn was the 21st. No more summer. I think it was a pretty good summer. It wasn't, I think some of you guys had super hot temperatures. I didn't. It was just enough. I'll complain either way, but it wasn't so bad. Much better than the Inland Empire. I'll tell you that much. Okay, so what else did I do? You know what? I was an inker I really like. She posted a video. It was really helpful. I'm gonna show you at least who she is. Sandra Hope. She's a popular inker for DC. Where are you? Patty says less is more, so it's either one option or another. Otherwise, it would lose focus, I think. Yeah, right? It all makes so much sense after everything was done. I have to learn things the hard way. So let's see. Okay, here's Sandra Hope's video. I'm subscribed. I'm not logged into my regular browser. So there she is at the bottom. Let's see. Let me show you guys. Where are you? There. Okay. Bottom left says Sandra Hope, and I think she's Ink Monkey Hope on Instagram. I'll have to figure it out. But here's what I saw. Just coincidentally, she posted this video, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a nib. What is she using? She put it in a lead holder, and we have some of those. Well, Joel has some, and he actually uses it, so I don't think I have any. So I saw her using that, and I was thinking, okay, so that might be another solution. Instead of, let's see. Where are you? Instead of buying another one of these things, I could just get another lead holder. So let's see. How come it's on football? Oh, skip. I mean, football. Basketball. Okay, there it is. She gets to add money though, so that's good. Where is that? Okay. So this is what I've been using. Almost. Let's see what do I have here. Here it is. Okay. It's hiding behind my newly unearthed ruler. This was under my keyboard. I've been looking for it. It slid under my keyboard. Okay. So this is what I've been using. And I taped the nib to shove it in there so it would be a little sturdier. It works fine, but I don't know. I want to try the lead holder technique. So I was looking for a spare one, and I couldn't find one, but I found this pen that I forgot about. I might have even gotten it for Joel a long time ago. And I needed his help to unstick it. I think it's stainless steel. It's what is it? Lilliput or something? Kaweco? What? Oh, my pronunciation's all over the place. They have really nice copper ones. I think the refills are in the... It's aluminum. Yeah, I wouldn't spend the money, especially seeing what happened to this one. I wouldn't spend the money on the copper one. Kaweco Lilliput, if I'm saying that right. Shadow says, it got pretty hot here, but we've had very little smoke this year, so that's a positive. Smoke? Do you get a lot of wildfires in your area? That's awful. MPT says it was so hot here. Oh, good. Thank you, Chris. Chris says pronounced Kaweco. Kaweco. Okay. Kaweco Lilliput. So we had to get the pliers out because it was totally adhered to itself. It's cleaned. Okay, Chris, I used WD-40. It's too late. What's done is done. It's German. Okay. Really, I wouldn't have guessed. It's a little bit nicked up from the force of trying to unstick it. So it's really clean and it's smooth. But I was thinking, you know what I ordered? Some silicone grease. Amazon and everybody who reviewed it said it was fine for pens. It was like $4. So I figured, all right, maybe you just put a teeny bit here so that it's not so grippy. They sell a little converter for it that I haven't gotten. I don't need to fill up another pen right now. But this one's pretty straightforward. Let's see. you can't really, it sits in an exact spot, so better than the Ahab thing where there's so much room for error. This one you could just put it in there. I don't think this is keyed. I think this one, is that? I don't think so. I think it's just damaged. Web of Chaos. Look at Grumfall. Yay, my favorite. Oh, ding ding. How you doing, Web of Chaos? I liked your blue paint job on your latest robot. Okay. I feel like I've seen a lot of white robots recently, and I like your blue take on it. So this is a no. That's a no. Try again. Are you at work today, Web of Chaos? Let's see. I think that's better. Okay. Oh, shoot. As soon as I slide it into the plastic housing. All right. It's still kind of off. No, it's pretty okay. No, it's not. It's off. I want it to be okay, but it's not. Okay, hold on. Shoot, let's see. Yeah, so I used the little WD-40 to get some of the corroded stuff off. That might have been a huge no-no, but whatever. It was midweek. You guys weren't here with me, so I was just left to my own ideas. This is what happens. I need you guys. Okay. There. That's pretty good. That's the same. It's exactly the same. One more. All right, that's good. I like it. Okay, so then I think this you screw it in. So then I was thinking, silicone grease here or no? Will it get into the feed? Is it too dangerous? I just want to put it here, not for like water tightness, but just because it makes that metal on metal sound. So I was thinking of just doing it for that. There, this one? No? I think it's doing it. All right, that's fine. Yeah, so then you would just stick the converter in here. And then you can, what do you call it? Post the pen cap here if you want. It's just a nice little compact pen. So yeah, I unearthed this looking for a graphite holder to shove a nib in, and I was unsuccessful in finding one. But at least I fixed this guy. I saved him before it was irreversible problems. So there we go. Add it to the pile of stuff I struggle with. Okay, so let's see, what do I have? As far as here's my collection of pens I wish they lived somewhere else. Here's this one. And stink ink. Oh, we gotta smell it though. Let's see. Normally, really like the all white ones, but says Web of Chaos about his robots. But that one just looked like it needed to be darker. And no, Tuesday is one of my days off. Okay, good. Also, it's not just blue. Depending on the angle you look at, the paint is either a dark purple or blue. It's hard to see in pictures. That's probably why it looks so nice. It looks like a dark midnight bluish, but it looks extra. It looks really nice. Hold on, I'll share it with everybody. First, we're gonna smell. Yeah, it smells stinky. Still, this is the Noodler's. What is it? Noodler's Inco. Charlie. The Charlie pen. Came free with a bottle of ink. And it stinks. Ahab, that I broke, I'm pretty sure, because it only leaks. This guy who got so stuck, I had to use WD-40 and pliers to undo. See, none of these poor pens deserve this fate. These guys are still going strong. No clogs, no nothing. Nice. So let's see. I want to show everybody Web of Chaos's thing real quick. Okay, let's see. This one. Let's see. All right, there we go. Oops. There it is. Let's see what it looks like for us. Where is my... Okay. So, some of us are happy, some of us are not. Let's see.
Game over.
Mouse? Obey. Alright. So, it's not the best cropping here, but yeah, that it looks like blue. It looks like a sparkly blue. I'm gonna need a video with a moving light source to see it do its cool thing. So yeah, Web of Chaos takes these robot guys and does a lot of nice paint jobs on them. I like them. Yeah, here's on the Discord. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Oh, does see, I don't know these things. Pardon the dumb question, but what's his name? What's their name? I don't even know. Is it a famous guy? Let's see. All right, let's get some painting going. Where was this one? There we go. So I got all my stuff. Oh, here's another thing I found when I was looking for the lead holder. I found our bag of fancy brushes. I remember we got, before I knew anything about these kind of brushes, we got a bag of them. We, meaning Joel only by himself, for working at Wildstorm, he could order art supplies. So he ordered a bag of these Raphael #2 8404 brushes. And I found the bag. So now I have one. It's like, it still has the, not glue, whatever they use to harden the tip for storage, it still has that. Oh, nice piece, is looking good. Thanks, Siege, how are you? It's called, oh, Web of Chaos about his robot says it's called, okay, Kubele. I've heard it pronounced as Kubli or Quebli. Okay, that's both way different than I said, so thank you for the pronunciation. Kubli or Quebli? Quebli. Kubli. Kubli. Kubeli. Huh. Post-nap grogginess will be good soon. I took a B12 like an hour ago, so we'll see what happens. See if I get crazy. What is B12 supposed to give you energy or something, right? Or is it just all hogwash? So, let's see. Oh! Okay, so, oh yeah, the escape room. Maybe it was a couple months ago. We did this escape room that was, what was it? It was like an underwater theme, and we were trying to salvage some experiments that were on the ocean floor. So we had to like do a deep dive and then figure out how to break into the lab. That was a lot of fun. I thought it was really cool looking. But this new one, do you guys know that show? I forgot what it was called, like Only Murders in the Building or something with Steve Martin. It was a room based off of that. And I've never seen the show, so maybe some stuff was lost on me. But it was still fun. I still helped, I think. I helped solve some puzzles. That's all you can do, right? Be a good helper. Vitamin, did I say vitamin? Vitamin B12 and 6 are supposed to help with energy. The 5-hour energy shots work better when you sip them rather than chug it. How are you supposed to sip a shot that's built for just chugging? That's silly. Okay, let's see. I think it might be nice to have some of these colors underneath the orange, to change it to orange. But I'm not sure. Let's see. I got some scratch paper today. They have another escape room that I kind of want to try, but it seems intimidating. It's called Prison Break, and it's their most challenging room because you're both locked in cells separately from, or whoever, I guess by group. Your groups are separated, locked in cells, and you can't see each other. You just have to communicate clues blindly to the other people. That sounds like fun, but also kind of intimidating. Self-control for the tiny little 5-hour energies. Do you like those, Siege? I haven't had one in a while. Let's see. Let's try like this. Okay. So, look at me with all my nice brushes. Robert Simmons. I don't think this is the nice one, but he's nice enough. No one's mad at you, Robert. But you're gonna go over here for now. Maybe later. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. That's the crew for today, I think. Maybe later. Oh, nice. It's like keep talking and nobody dies. I guess so. That Prison Break, they're definitely better tasting than the ones made by Monster before. So the ones made by Monster definitely woke you up. I don't remember Monster shots. I remember the 5-hour energy specifically because when they first came out, they were giving them away free at San Diego Comic-Con. So we're just drinking them because we're thirsty. And they were running around the booth. I got so much energy. Okay, so let's see. Just for mixing. Posted another picture. This is Web of Chaos, where you can see the purple. It's a horrible angle, but the purple is visible on camera. I also posted a small video that shows the paint I used because it has the color shift effect on the bottle. Oh my goodness, hold on. Hold on. I gotta see this. Monster shots tasted awful. Like absolutely horrible, but holy cow. You 100% could not sleep for an hour after drinking it. Wow, that's effective. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Web of Chaoses. Art. Where am I? Okay, that's one thing. I keep backing all the way up. I think that's right. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, is there... Web of Chaos, is that my voice in the background of this video? That would be weird. Oh, I don't mean to download. Oh, I just did it. Hold on. Okay. Ah, it's barely visible. I'm gonna try this one more time. And otherwise, painting. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I can't do it on the fly. It does look really cool though. All right, Discord, where the cool stuff, where the cool pictures are. Siege, okay. Keep talking and nobody dies was an explosive ordnance diffusal, EOD, trying to avoid automod, where one player saw the device and the other had the instructions. Oh, clear, concise descriptions mattered. Ooh, see, that sounds like it'd be fun then. I never think too many things when doing videos like that. No, I think it was interesting. I was like, what? That's me. Because I'll always pay attention to like if somebody is filming their dog doing something cute and they have the TV on, I'm always watching to see what are they watching on TV? What is that show? I'm interested in like their environment, I guess. Yeah, now I need to go do that. Do you think I'm ready for the most difficult of the escape rooms now? I did a 7 out of 10, or was it 6? I think the depths one was 6 or 7 out of 10 in difficulty, but who's rating them? Who's to say? They just didn't make those up. And then of course, when you leave there, the host is always like, wow, you guys did really good. Most people need 3 hints. You guys just used 2. Oh, you say it like that. I don't think I believe you. But one of the hints, it wasn't fair because what did we have to do? We had to, the first room, it's like 3 rooms, right? The first one, it was like a foyer kind of thing. And it had a bunch of paintings on the wall and a couple of bulldog sculptures on pedestals. And then we did something, I think it was facing the bulldogs together. And then we got the drop cloth with the paint and paint splatters, and there's paintbrushes all over the place. You were supposed to put the drop cloth on the floor and line the paintbrushes so that their colors kind of match the paint splotches. And it spelled out a code, like a number code to use to open the door to the next room. But I don't think it opened the door. I think it opened a little like cubby hole, not cubby hole, like just a little window in the door to stick your phone in so you can see what was written on the opposite, side of the door. And you needed that stuff that was on the opposite side of the door to actually open the door. So that was fun. And then Joel and I stuck our hands in something. They had a vase, like a sculpture vase looking thing, and we put our fingers in it and it was all wet inside. We're like, oh my gosh, what did somebody do in here? Both the people before us like spit in it or something. It was actually like a water feature, so it was safe. It was the wetness was a feature. That brand of paint has all kinds of crazy metallic colors like that. They have one that's called Dabadi, that is a super vibrant metallic blue. Dabadi? You can always try. I'm sure it'll be fun. That's true, Siege. That is true. This one's okay. I think this darker one's my favorite though. I'm gonna see if we can save the pumpkins. I'm not carving any real pumpkins this year. Haven't done it in forever. Oh yeah, I like this orange better. It's a little less red in it. Okay, so then just pure this color, right? What do you think? You think it's gonna overpower this khaki color? It might, but then I can just go over it again, right? Let's see. Try this. Okay, we're gonna fix it. Who's good for fixing? This is too small. Let's see. This guy's kind of fun. This like number 10 super splooshy. We'll do super splooshy. The beauty of watercolor, building up density and layers. Yeah, right? It's we're going on a journey. We're building density here. It's a reference to the song I'm Blue. I'm gonna click on this. Oh, it didn't go anywhere. Let's see. Do it this way. Oh, I see. The Dabadi is a reference. Oh, they are very blue. Who are those guys? They're cute. I'll have to watch that later. Okay. If you know, you probably will love this thing, hearing it again. I don't even know. Thank you for the context. Okay. Well, you know, see, now I'm just thinking, hold on. Who are these visions in blue? Let's see. Maybe I'll have more success sharing this type of link. All right. What is this? Can you guys hear that, or is it just my treat? What the heck, Siege and Web of Chaos? When I read it, it was very fast, but you're trying to say it right. Made it click. Oh, interesting. That sounds familiar. It's like a remix of something popular, right? Okay. That's funny. Somebody loved that so much, they named their color after it. Yeah, this was huge in its day. What was the day? I didn't check the date. That was, okay, let me guess, like 2005? 16 years ago. 352 million views. Goodness. The single released in 1998 topped the charts at 17 countries. My goodness. Yeah, thank you, Siege. I was like 9 years off. That's not close. I wouldn't have won any prizes with that guess. I wouldn't say I'm into techno either. There's some crab song that Linus Tech Tips always uses to test audio stuff. I guess it's a joke or something, but I think it won like Emmy for dance music, not Emmy, Grammy for dance music or something. I don't know. But it's not very good, so I don't understand it. I guess it's just not for me. All right, ready? Ready. Well, it predates YouTube and the entire concept of VODs. Yeah, I guess so. So what did they put that on? Was it just like a GeoCities website? What was 1998? Yeah, that was, well, AOL was around. I guess you could post low quality videos on message boards. MTV2. Because MTV regular was all reality programming at that point. What was it was Road Rules and what was the house one? I remember one of the characters' names, or the people living in one of the houses, their name was Beth. That's my name. And in the opening credits, some guy was annoyingly yelling, Beth? And I was like, I didn't care for that. Yeah, I don't know why that, I'm totally blanking. It was like the first reality, like the birth of reality TV, these people living in the house. I prefer MMUSA. MTV was a bunch of pansies. What's MMUSA? Big Brother? No, it was before that. It was like, oh, goodness. I can't remember what it's called. Why do I remember the road one? Road Rules and not the house one. The one where they're in Miami, I think no, yeah, Miami. There was a comic book editor in it. Sarah, what was her name? I forgot, but yeah, she was pretty well liked. I think she worked in at Wildstorm before Joel went there. That was a pretty funny season. The Real World Jamboree handouts for the win. Yes, the Real World. Yes. Thank you. Hi, Jamboree handouts. How are you? Thank you so much. Yeah, that was about the time I was living in some back house, renting it by myself. Barely had enough money. Now you can't even do that, but back then at least I could. Thankfully, there was an orange tree in the yard, so I had food. And then for some reason, every once in a while, I'd get free cable. I just had the coax screwed into the thing in the back of the TV, and it was one of those TVs where you like chonk to chonk across a dial. There were 2 dials. Such an old TV. And one of the dials tuned into MTV and I think Disney or something. I don't know. All right, so I think this is gonna work. I think that orange is gonna work. They showed way more music videos, a countdown in the corner to let you know when the next ad break was coming, and no stupid talk shows. Really? Much Music USA, the American spinoff of the Canadian Much Music. That sounds good. I didn't catch that one at all. Jamboree neither. Oh, I didn't know there was a US version of Much Music. Oh, you knew about Much Music though. And by more, I mean both more time playing music videos and a larger selection. Okay, I like that. I think if I let it dry and do like a wash of like a lighter yellowish to kind of, I don't know, give it more depth or color or something. And then I can go in and put some darker orange or something in the little pumpkin creases. Because it's a little washed out. I think it's a good start. Let it dry, move on to something else. Do some purple periwinkle skin. I knew it as a Canadian channel. Oh, I remember the TVs with the knobs on one on top for 2 to 13 and a bottom with like 14 to 16. Yeah, basically. I think that's the one. I don't remember the numbers. It was you just spin it and then you see what happens. Yeah, VHF and UHF channels. Yeah. Well, I think it blends better than expected. Siege was like, I don't have any hope for this. I think it'll work. I think, and you know what? What's the worst that's going to happen? Nobody's waiting on this. It'll be fine. And I like orange, so I get to play with orange. Yeah, pumpkin's looking good. Thank you so much. Okay, so do you think if I do some light periwinkle skin, I'm gonna run into wet orange paint? Should I do jacket instead? Tie? I could do the tie. That's safe. And wait for, or I could do her hair. That's while I wait for the orange to dry. Some Payne's Gray, easy enough. Let's try this one. Oh, I like this one. Orange is your, yeah, you have an orange, Jamboree handout has an orange username, so. And me too. Does mine come up as orange when I post here? What is even that? Or I'm in like the land of like text emotes. Where's the regular stuff? Where's the good stuff? I'm pretty sure I'm orange everywhere. Yep. Okay, so Payne's Gray lives over here. That one, right there. Pumpkin's looking so good, says MPT. It's coming along. It's very much more pumpkin now. There's no more, it's not giving me pineapple vibes. So, yay. Partial success. We could all breathe a sigh of relief. I wonder what the popular costumes are this year. There's always like the one that you see all over the place. I don't go to many places. Let's see. Like I saw a bunch of Spider-Man a few years back. I don't know. I bet you there'd be some anime characters. K-pop demon hunters. Can you dress like that? Is it just like sparkles and ponytails? You know what? That probably would have been enough for me when I was little. Sparkles. Yeah. I don't think I ever, as a kid, I wasn't a sparkle. I wasn't a fairy. I was a ghost. Once. What else was I? I don't know. It was a pretty cool ghost, though. It involved a sheer type of material draped over my head. Of course, I mean, what else would you expect, right? Okay, I'm gonna go for skin color now. I've waited as long as I could wait. Try all the brushes today. I should look up what the difference is from Raphael's. What is this? Is this 8400? Let's see. There you are. That looks like a 4. 8400. 8404. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so I bought this in hopes that it would be a good periwinkle color, like a base color. I think it's, what is it? Potter's Pink. And I think this is, oh, okay, that's Daniel Smith. I got a Schminke. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the Daniel Smith. Let's see. So I have two. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta check this out. All right. So let's see. Daniel Smith and Schminke. Schmink. All right. So then I said this one on my left. This is Daniel Smith. Let's do this one first. Okay, let's see what Schmink does. Well, I don't know. What do you think? They're pretty similar. I would say that Daniel Smith is a little grainier. Let's just do Schmink, then do that. We'll see how they dry. Blah, don't fall. Okay. More blotchy, yeah, says the Siege. Yeah. Ooh, you know what I had after the escape room? A matcha affogato. Is that how you say it? They pour, I got vanilla cream ice cream, or sweet cream ice cream, I guess. No, maybe that means there's no vanilla in it. And then they poured matcha tea over it. It was really, really good. The thing is though, I should have got 2 scoops. And you know what? Everybody else's 1 scoop of ice cream looked way bigger than the scoop I got in my matcha iced tea, or hot tea. So I don't know how I feel about that, but now, lesson learned. go back and get a double scoop. Not gonna lie, I've come to learn at least 90% of the time women will describe colors better than most men. Trust them. So I really like trying to describe colors and smells. I wonder, sometimes I'll get all excited when I see some sort of color test online, and then my answers are always more accurate than everybody else's, but I think I spend more money on monitors, being that my job is like color sensitive stuff. So so part of my patting myself on the back is just that my monitor shows more colors. But I think using the color sliders in Photoshop, if I look at a color, I can match it pretty good just by sliding those things around. So that's a thing. That's probably experience, though, by staring at colors and trying to color match for how many years now? So many. So I couldn't even say if it's a man or woman thing, just professional color starer. Okay, who wants to be the... I've said I think I was going to use this one. Use this one. MPT says, I'm fairly confident my husband has some sort of color blindness because we can never agree on the precise color something is. That could cause some arguments, right? Men are much more likely to be colorblind. Considering my mom is colorblind, I'm astounded that I'm not. Men are much more likely to be... Oh, I just read that. I wonder if biologically that came from gatherers needing to make sure something is not poisonous. Ooh, MPT. That's a really good point. And then the men are more ahead on a swivel because they don't want to get eaten by a wildebeest. I like that. I'm gonna do the far wrist just in case I hate this. It's a little dark. I think I might try lighter though. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm always making things a little too light. Colors are easier to describe because I know the names of colors, but smells is a little harder because there's scents in like perfumes that I don't use perfume enough to associate a word with the smell. Like there's one, I don't even know how to pronounce it, like Vetiver or something like that. Or they'll say this one has like a leather smell to it. I'm like, no, it doesn't. So even though I like the smells of things, I just can't describe what I like. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a little dark. Men, quite uncomfortable not thinking, good for hunting. I think men are faster at hand-eye coordination, so that would also be good for hunting. That's true. I would definitely get too chatty and scare the animals away. I would just be commenting, oh, look at that one, so cute. Don't shoot it. I know, Siege tells MP, I know you've caught your husband staring off into space and asking him what he's thinking, only to get the answer, nothing, not a joke, just not thinking. I'm kind of guilty of that. No one asks though, but it's usually my brain is thinking of sometimes a song, like, oh, we go to Sprouts and I got a song stuck in my head. Conversations I've never had. I think that would be funny if I said that. Wouldn't. Whole lot of nothing. I cannot not think and work. Maybe that's your point. You cannot think and work at the same time. It's a weird autopilot thing. It's either nothing or the Roman Empire, says MBT. I think about everything every minute of the day. It's hard to turn the brain off. So what is the quality of what you're thinking about, though? Because sometimes it's just like filler. Sometimes it's really interesting observations, like maybe women are better at color descriptions because they're gatherers. Those are the things you'll be thinking about and find out someone's been talking to you for a few minutes. Like, hurry, you better catch up fast.
When the drum beats go, play this.
Let's see how this dries. I do the imaginary conversations in my head too, as MPT. Used to do imaginary conversations, now it's most crafts. You thinking of crafts? Siege? Like what you could do? A lot of the time it's my to-do list, especially if it's cosplay crunch time. Oh yeah. And a lot of the time it's filler. I was thinking about like what I could make for lunches while I was eating lunch. Pretty much basically the exact same thing I was eating, but with lettuce. Occupied like minutes of time. I have weird energy efficient designs for a few things bouncing around in my head. Ooh, that's interesting. So making them energy efficient, does that add a lot of initial cost to the design, but it'll save you money in the long run, so it's kind of hard to get the projects going? The color that I made, it's kind of separating. It's doing that like granulation thing. It looks kind of cool though. Let's see.
Game over.
Like in her wrist, it's you can kind of see there's a kind of a softer periwinkle bluish gray color, but then little chunks of that Schmincke Potter's pink, was it? Yeah, Potter's pink. Don't mind it. Siege says, oh yeah, lots of reclamation of heat and dissipation. Gotta get your hands on some copper. I hear that's good for heat dissipation. Nice and expensive. You could be like our neighbors and just steal all the copper wiring so nobody can use their door locks anymore. Okay, so she's got a tiny face. I'm tempted to go in with some pink to do the eyes so it bleeds out, but her face is so small, it's just they're gonna be too big. the bleeding is going to be too far dispersed. So I'll let it dry. Nah, I'd rather be homeless than do that. Steal copper or make copper dispersion things? Yeah, don't steal copper. Don't steal catalytic. Don't steal anything. Then why don't we just leave it at that? That's crazy that people steal catalytic converters. They're so good at it. I wouldn't know the difference between somebody working on their car and somebody stealing a catalytic converter. I think that's the problem. Nice and warm. Look at that. So she got little chunks of Potter's pink, kind of granulated and separated. Let's do pink eyes. Just because some people think something is okay, or even if it's not illegal, but also not legal. Legal gray areas exist. I have my own standards. That's good. Okay, so I do like myself some opera pink for periwinkle's eyes. Oh, should I loosen up the... Okay, so if I loosen up the gum that sticks the hairs of the brush together like a new brush, if I do that in my rinse water, will it make my paint weird? I want to break this up and use it. So here, I'll use the orange water. Just in case. Probably not, says Chris. Okay. Bags of this brush. Can you imagine having a bag of Raphael brushes just because you worked at a place where they gave you art supplies? It's not even me, it's Joel. His brush. I'm not a painter. I have no idea how brushes work, and to be honest, they infuriate me compared to pens and pencils. Yeah, they're frustrating. I think the only thing they got over pens and pencils is just the amount of color that you can just splash around. I think that's why I like them. But they're different shapes. They hold different amounts of water. They're for different paint mediums. There's a lot to learn. Better for layering too. Yeah, it's taken me a while to figure out the difference between all these brushes that I have and what they're good for, and kind of developing preferences. And then realizing, oh, that expensive brush really is better. Surprise, that's your favorite. Like this guy. This splooshy, pointy brush is really good. And it's not cheap. But you don't have to spend a lot. These are nice too, and they're synthetic sable. These are nice. Pens tend to bleed into each other and not in a good way, and color pencils just don't blend. Yeah, they get kind of weird and waxy. Even I made some piece of art with just color pencils. It was decent. I think it was like a college class project, so it wasn't garbage, but I set it aside and I'd come back to it. I guess I'm supposed to put spray fixative because it would get, I was using Prismacolor color pencils, and they'd wax up after a while. Color pencils are wood-wrapped crayons. What are your thoughts on pastels, color pastels? I really want to like them, but they're just like, I don't get these things. I don't understand what the heck these things are. Greasy chalks. MPT says, I get Daiso brushes because I tend to be really hard on the brushes. Since a lot of the times I'm painting foam and trying to make it look like leather. Yeah, that's a good move to do. I got some of those. Let's see, I probably have one right here. Here are a couple of my Daiso brushes. What was I doing with them? Oh, I use them for my glitter watercolors. Plastic, hollow. Yeah, get a little bag of them. This one's all stiff. I might have even used it to paint glue on something to glitter up. I don't remember. That's why they're separated. I've only used cheap ones and they sucked, but yeah, my experience with pastels was basically soft crayons. Yeah, I don't understand them, and I don't like them enough to learn. Web says, I recently found out there's a couple Daiso in the city I live in. They got such cool things. Oh yeah. So how many times have you gone over there? What do you get what are you looking for? Or do you just go in and you're like, what? This is amazing. What else did I get? One of these, here, I think this was from Daiso, but from like the kitchen area. I use this for paints, for sauces. For most people, it'd be for sauces. Daiso gets some really cool Gundam bases that look like hangers. Like plane hangers, right? Hangars. They sell out so fast, it's hard to get them. Oh, so how do you know? How do you do that? Do you ask them? Do you know when you get a new shipment of Gundam bases, and then you just kind of get in there on the day of? Or does everybody know that, and then you just have to like stand in line like you're trying to get a video card at, I don't know, Best Buy or something? Most people go to the art store, maybe cooking store, little supplies. Yeah. And then if you're not arting, dip your sauces, make your little sauce dips. Okay, so this is my number 2. It really fluffed up quite a bit. Huh. Okay, so you're up, number 2. What do you gotta say about yourself? I just splash water. Such a weird, bright pink. And it's UV reactive, which is my favorite thing about it. Can't see it like that though. I always go looking for good things. I have a couple random electronic things like a phone stand and a little thing to make a shelf on top of monitor. Like a shelf over, like the wall over your monitor, or a shelf that rests on your monitor. If you really, really want the bases, you make friends with the employees, spend money and time there, and they will tell you when they're coming in. And maybe if you're a good customer, money and manners, hold one for you. That's not a bad strategy. Maybe you have information they want or something they like. And I'm in a Discord, says Web, for local Gundam nerds, and a couple of them check almost daily because they live really close and will post pictures when they're in stock. That's really cool. And then it's just hoping there's still some there. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. P.S. Ex-salesman speaking. And if I was confident you wanted something, yeah, I'd hold it for a good customer. Yeah, that seems nice. We go to this pizza place all the time and they have pizza sales on Monday, so they get pretty busy. And because we always go, and on this particular day, we weren't able to get a table. So we're just kind of standing with our pizzas, and then the guy who sells us the pizzas, he cleared off the spot next to the kitchen on this counter space. Cause he's like, here, you get the chef's table, he called it. And I don't think he would have done that for just some random person who, he didn't know, but he's a nice guy. And we go in all the time, and he did something nice for us. So yeah, just be nice. Be a good customer and be nice, just like Siege says. Well, it helps ensure the customer wants to come back too. Every interested party wins. Exactly. Unfortunately, the Daiso are pretty much all teenagers, and they are not holding anything for anyone. They don't even stock things in the same place. Things just move around aimlessly there. Well, that's frustrating. So I guess it's Discord for the win. Let's see. I guess, I wonder what my, tips. Cough tips, says Siege. Really cool store, really neat things, horrible employees. Well, I try to be friendly to the horrible employees too. I don't know. What's being rude back gonna help? A lot of blank stares while trying to get help. I'm like, oh. Well, I'm in a good mood because I'm about to get something I like, so I'm smiling. Let's see if I can smear more pink around here. This brush is so accurate. This teeny tiny little point. Did I not do it? I'm a fan. I'm a fan of expensive, famous brushes. How do you like that? I keep... There it is. Thank you. This guy. Oh, goodness. Too much pumpkin. Not enough brush. Like that one? Okay. There. Did it. Professional. That's a good one. Horrible people are highly motivated by money. True words, Siege. My husband and I have a go-to spot when we were in university. It was cheap and so working good. When COVID hit, we had to move back home and weren't able to go as much. But when we did go, they remembered us and it was just super sweet. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, that's tough times for everybody. There's like a weird thing going on in our neighborhood where a lot of restaurants are closing. Nothing stays open very long. And then something opens and they're charging so much for everything. It's like, oh, well, what do you expect? I was mentioning hot dogs. We're walking around in the morning and somebody like whipped their head around. Did you say Chicago dog? Like, I did. We had a little conversation about our wanting and not finding Chicago dogs. Because everything's like, I don't want to spend 22 bucks on a hot dog. I'm not paying a kid to do the job they're already paid for it. That just encourages them to be horrible people. Oh, for the tipping? Good luck then, because you're doing your best not to be memorable. I'd rather not be memorable than encourage laziness. Yeah, it's like two sides of this tipping coin where, especially with food, okay, this was right after COVID, and I think it was the breaking point for people, because there was this one restaurant. It used to be a sit-down restaurant, but during COVID, or right after, they were slow to open up, and they just opened up a window on the side of the building. You order from their takeout window, and they ask you for a tip before they give you your food and everything. And we're just like, what am I tipping for? I'm just like picking up food. You're not doing anything. But that's maybe a bad example. Maybe the better example is like the person who at a farmer's market, I think, not even that. Somebody had a tent at a food festival, I guess, and they handed a baggie of cookies, and then the thing asks for a tip, and it's like, well, so then is that like a $2 tip? I mean, what is that? You just handed me a bag of cookies. I don't know what to do. What's the protocol for this now in this new world? I don't tip places that hand you food. Steve says, I don't tip places that hand you your food and you get everything yourself. I agree, that's not tip worthy. Yeah, somebody said if I'm standing, then I'm not tipping. If I'm standing while ordering, I'm not tipping. I think, I don't know, they've broken us with the tipping stuff, because every single, and it's not even the management necessarily, or the employees, it's definitely not the employees, it's whoever made the POS systems that they just automatically ask for a tip. And everyone's just like, what is this? I'm standing up to order a $22 hot dog, and this is an automatic 25% tip? What? I don't know. Times are weird. I'd say sit-down restaurants, of course. Services like getting your hair done and your nails done, yes. Drinks at a bar, yes. I don't drink, so I don't know what the tip is. It used to be like $1 or $2 a drink. Is that still what it is, or are those grandma prices now? I'll tip at a couple local places for like takeout and stuff, just because I know the tips also go to cooks and dishwashers and stuff. Yeah, that was true with waiting tables at Chili's too. We had to divvy up I think at the time it was 10% of our tips went to the runner and the bartender. I don't think we tipped the dishwasher. Sorry, Web. It just wasn't, that's not how it went, I don't think. And also we order standing up at the pizza place, but we tipped the guy because he's super nice. So it's not like a rule, it's just, it's all confusing. I need a handbook. Siege says, I also have an extremely strong hatred for corporations asking customers for donations to charities. Yeah. Please give us money to use as a tax write-off. Thank you. I know, Siege. They, every time at the grocery stores, right? It's, grocery stores are the biggest offenders of that. And when I know I'm gonna like the food, because I go there all the time, I know what it's like working on kitchen, and I wish my work had servers tip out the back house. Oh, yeah. So it's okay to me to tip on those occasions. Yeah. NFC bars are too darn expensive. NFC? Is that the payment system, or is that a place? I can buy a bottle of whatever I'm drinking after the third or fourth shot. Oh yeah, but I mean, you're not going out for drinks to save money. It's like a whole thing to do. I've made my peace with that. And there's another element of going out for like a group dinner and they split the bill evenly, but everybody's like drinking like cocktails and things. I understand that I'm here to have fun with everybody. I'm not going to start nickel and diming like, but I didn't, all I had was a salad, so I'm just going to pay $12. No, just in the spirit of hanging out, you know, I went, you know, split hairs that way. At a bar, you could go by how much you spend. 15 to 20% is considered standard these days. So not per drink, like if you go up to the bartender and you just throw a couple, nobody has cash. I don't drink, so maybe I don't know what it is anymore. For me, it depends on what I'm drinking. If all you're doing is handing me a beer, I'll do $1 or so. Okay. If you're making me an intricate cocktail, I'll go based off percentage. Yeah, I guess if the bartender's making me some like virgin whatever, it's just going on my dinner tab, so that's going to be the 20%. I don't ever walk up to a bar and like, give me a whatever. Okay, so let's see. I think it needs darker pink here. What color is this? Oh, it's like that pretty, I don't know, what would you call this? Like orchidy purple color. I like it. Very nice. Whoops, that's pretty juicy. And it totally needs another layer of that purple color that I'm gonna have to remix. It looks good on her wrist. It's too light here. Oh, no clue. I get it. I'm like near field communication. Is it North Fremont, Canada? Like, what is that? Pay for what you order. Bloody gluttons. Honestly, it's way more fun if your preferred drink has a classic way of ordering. You can sometimes mess with new bartenders. But I've also been, MPT says, I've also been living in Japan for 4 years where there is no tip culture at all. So I know I'm out of touch with what people are doing now. Yeah. You know more than I do. I'm getting pizza at the corner. A cheap drink order. Monkey shoulder, 2 fingers, neat. Oh, monkey shoulder, 2 fingers, neat. So neat is no ice, right? Monkey shoulder, is that just, is that a cocktail or is that a name of booze? Like, what's a brass monkey? Is that a cocktail or is that a name of booze? 2 fingers meaning that's how much you want in the glass? Whiskey. So monkey shoulder is the name of whiskey. It's not like a, you know, a drink with bananas or something. Sorry, that's like offensive to monkeys. Not all monkeys like bananas. Okay, so I'm gonna mix, what should I do? Should I just go for the straight periwinkle color? Let's see. It technically means 2 shots, but yes, I've literally seen new bartenders holding their fingers up to the glass measuring. So a shot is an ounce, right? Would that be a 2 count? 1, 2? Because I guess the 2 fingers would depend entirely on the shape of the glass. I think in Japan at the art stores, I'm gonna look for a lead holder. I'm gonna get those G nibs. Maybe I'll go get fancy and get both the gold and the silver ones just to compare the two and show you guys. I think I want to get my own X-Acto blade because Joel has one, but I want one to live on my desk. And I don't think they're that spendy, so I could just grab my own. Maybe some more Shikishi little boards. They're so inexpensive over there. Let's see. There's like a hair, loose hair. There we go. I think I've got plenty of Gansai watercolor. I don't think I'm gonna get, unless something catches my eye, I don't think I'm gonna get any more watercolor pads of paper. If I see some brushes that are interesting, I'll get some of those. Not too interesting though. Here's one that's too interesting. I think it's just to stamp colors flatly on something. It's not really what I would use. But it was like just, it didn't cost anything. That would look neat. But that's just too interesting. I don't really use it. So I don't want to be wasteful. So interesting brushes, but not too interesting. Find the balance. Yep. It's actually a super easy order to make, but it's kind of like ordering at Starbucks. You have to know the jargon. Ugh. I don't go to Starbucks very often. It gives me anxiety. I was just ordering lattes from their menu and then adding the sugar, and it would just get all trapped in the foam. Then I realized from somebody else ordering that you can just get squirts of vanilla. Oh, so much easier. But then how long have I been ordering from Starbucks and only now figuring that out? I just make coffee from the coffee maker, like the old drip style ones. It's good. Although I do miss the, I haven't been getting the Sprouts Honduras or whatever coffee because they raised the price. So now I just get the Lavazza. Yeah, it's super inexpensive and it doesn't, not really that high in calories. So that's what I do. And it's just right there in the kitchen. Easy. All right, she needs more. I'm gonna let it dry. We'll move on to about jacket. Color jacket. So then, okay. This will be a darker gray. It's just dark inside Grump's house. And like maybe a lighter. Nah, so it can't be gray, gray, and gray. So green, let's see. Brown? No, I don't want to do brown. If I do like natural colors, then should she be wearing like a... Well, if her costume was middle management, it should be like a navy blue or something. Maybe not that dark. Do I have? I can get fancy and use one of these. Just get these two. A little wash of this.
Game begin.
Then it's gonna look murderous if I can get that copper to come out. I haven't bought coffee in a few months. They stopped selling the one I knew I liked, so I gotta try stuff again. Blah. Yeah, it's like such a frustrating, nasty journey you go on trying to find new coffee. And then, so if I'm doing it, I'm getting a bag of something. And if I hate it, I'm still gonna finish the bag because I'm not gonna waste it. So that's a long time of having yucky mornings. I only drink coffee when it's basic white girl season. The web of chaos, and I can get my pumpkin spice. Yeah, it's pumpkin spice season. If someone brought me one, I wouldn't be mad, but it's not my choice. It's not my go-to flavor. Something about the pumpkin spice and the coffee bitterness, it's not my favorite combo. Oh no, I got one as a test and gave it to someone with the instructions. Give it to someone you hate. All right, because I want to, I'm just gonna use this fancy color. Okay, so what do we do for bigger area with somewhat smaller pieces? I think it's one of these. This one, oh, it's one of these. So this one is a little more fun. This one is like splooshy and detailed. What is this guy? Less so. Are you the same as the number 2, just a different size? Okay. So probably just more detail oriented and bigger. Okay, this guy. So what do I have? I've got 3 different flavors of, oh no, that's Winsor Newton. 2 different flavors of, oh, there it is, 3. The Raphael. I got 8408, a couple of 8404s, and then one 8400. What in the world is your deal then? Less. Okay, let's see. Maybe more of a line pull, like did I just? Let's see. If it kills me, I'm gonna get this to focus. Okay, let's put these in some kind of order. Should I put them in like numerical order? 400, 444. Okay. So let's see. So I know this one holds a lot of water, a lot of paint, and it has a nice point, this top one. And then these two are the same family, just different sizes. I think if I'm guessing, I would say I have them in order of like their purpose. I would guess this 8408, it's like for drawing a long line or something, maybe. Holds enough paint and it has enough of a tip, but it's just for pulling like a long line, maybe. This one's not for like super even lines because it's just, I don't know, splooshy. And I think these are in the middle. That's my guess. Yeah, splooshy. Splooshy still. Splooshy for life. Okay, so it's this guy right there. I got the Lavazza Classico, and then because I didn't know what the lighter one was, like blonde or something, I got a little bag of the Lavazza blonde or light or I don't know what, and it was just like bitter. I guess the more you roast the bean, the more it mellows out. So found that out. Okay, let's see. Guess I could just do a little test. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, that one's 8400. Number 10. So we're going this way, and this one's 8404. And then we've got 5 and 2. Okay, so let's see. I know darker roast coffee, technically it has less caffeine. Heat breaks it down. Okay, I guess that's fine. I don't need to get super loaded up. There was a time I was drinking a bunch trying to get deadlines done, but the more I drank, the more I needed. So I was like 2 pots in and still falling asleep. So that didn't help. I'm not very consistent with my pulling. So who are you? 8408. Number 4. So this is the one I was thinking was for just even lines or something, but I'm just guessing now. Yeah, I guess it's definitely some of that. So then, it's your deal. This is the number 2, the one popular for anchors. I honestly don't know the difference. The number 2 and this 804, I don't have the brush control to be able to tell like, oh yeah, I need to use this much pressure to get one to perform like the other. They seem really similar. Am I insane, or does the 8404 have better color distribution than the 08 or 0? You know what? It's hard to say because I'm using this granulating color and it could be just the way I happened to mix it for that particular swipe. So let's see. 8404. 8404, this one. 08 or 00. 08 or 00. Here's the 08. Here's the 00. Okay, so let's see. The orange color I have, that's pretty even. So let's see. For science. Here. So we've got first contestant is the 8400. And then we got 8404. And then 8408. All right, let's see. And yeah, it was this particular orange. Let's see. Try to be more consistent with paint application, but that's going to be asking a lot. Let's see. 8400. Okay. So I'm going to do like super light. Hold on. Get your point. And then I'll go. And then I'll just go all the way. Okay. So that's this guy's range. I'm good at catching details, but I would guess some of it comes down to what feels good to the user. Like there is one model of pen I love using it, or love using. It has its flaws, but it feels better than any other pen to use. What are the flaws that you're overlooking? What are the flaws that are worth overlooking because it feels better? So it's like does it feel smoother when you drag it along the paper? Is the ink less prone to skipping or something? 8404, 8404. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what did I did a super, like the lightest, most delicate pull that I could do. Then I did a little light to heavy, then I did a heavy. So I'm gonna try to do that again. This seems like it doesn't have as good a point. Okay, so let's see. So super light, hold on. Okay. Honestly, what's the difference? Obviously, the first one is a thicker brush. Maybe this was a little harder to get a thin line. Probably. Which is saying a lot because this brush was a lot bulbier, more bulbous. It will bleed through paper like crazy. No holding the pen on the paper. Because it would just like spool straight through. Yep, it's buttery smooth to write with, never skips, and the ink flows wonderfully. Okay. $84.08. So this was the one I was thinking, this is a line brush because it's gonna hold a lot and make a long line easy. So let's see. So super light, as light as I can touch. That's considerably easier than the last one. So, I don't know, what do you think? I got another 404, a smaller one. This one's the Inker famous one. Raphael number 2. 404. 8404. Let's see. So basically, I just have a lot of nice brushes. I try to be even. As far as how they felt, the last one I just used seemed to be easiest to control. Like the first one here on the far left, I felt like it was very soft and really easily could have just like made a mistake by pressing too hard or something. And it felt like this one that I just used, the bottom middle one, it felt sturdy and easy to get details. So I guess maybe that's why the inkers like it. And then the other two were just kind of somewhere in the middle of it. Never mind. I can't really see a difference. I could say the brush did. I know, right? I'm glad that I did this. I'd say because you can't really see how it felt to use them. That's why I'm saying the far left one felt very soft and like it would be easier, or it would be harder to do any sort of detail work with it because I probably would have just smooshed it down pretty quickly. Like I wouldn't want to use this one to make eye details on a small drawing, and mostly I work really small. This is kind of nicer for a bigger area for the scale I'm working. And then this one, the Inker famous one, the 8404, that one seemed more easy to control. Like I didn't feel like I was about to mess it up. These two, I don't know, just in the middle somewhere. I'm glad I tried though. All right, now I'm a pro. Some pro work right there. Let's see what did we learn? Brushes are different sometimes. Okay, so then, yeah, I kind of want to use a splooshy one. Detail enough for the area of the size I'm working in. Feel is a super important tool to use. Aspect to tool use, what? Feel is a super important aspect tool use. My brain today. And I think you took the B12. I don't know, I feel normal. I don't feel extra anything. Shenanigans, vitamins, that's what it is. The only vitamin I could ever tell a difference with was biotin. Biotin? Makes your nails strong, but you have to take it for like 6 months consistently until the nail grows out. It gets on my last nerves. And you read a review on biotin, and someone's like, I've been taking it for 3 days and my hair is shiny and strong. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. Vitamins. Okay, yeah, and I was gonna use this neat granulating color. It's like midnight bluey kind of with a rust color. See, it's still like this brush has all kinds of paint in it still. Still going. See if I can't like force it to do some sort of watermark granulation edgy thing. Make that copper come out. What am I using here? This is rough watercolor paper. Yeah, this is my favorite, my almost favorite brush. The way the tool moves in the user's hand, for example, some of them feeling more squirrely. Yeah, that's adds more of a challenge that you need to have. See, look at what this does in the pan. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Yeah, it's a pretty color. Okay. So a lighter tie, some dark light pants to do like a khaki color. I could try that, see if I can get this Shire yellow to do a granulation thing. New dog, 1978. Good evening, Beth. I've had the best meatball sub at Wawa this past Sunday. I love meatball sandwiches. That 24/7 gas station is out of, is that Pennsylvania, PA? We finally have them here in the suburbs of Cincinnati, Ohio. Look up Wawa. It's an experience. Really good mac and cheese too. Oh my gosh. I love those, like mac and cheese, a good mac and cheese. Yummy. Get the cheese all baked and kind of goldeny in some spots. So, how do you like your mac and cheese? Do you like it plain, or do you want some bacon in it? Or what else do they put? Oh, lobster, crab or something. What else do they put in that? I'm not into that. But some like breadcrumby whatever's. That's fine by me. Wawa, that sounds familiar. Yummy. So you had a meatball sub and mac and cheese. I obviously, look, mac and cheese. I even have like an emote. Where is it? There we go. 5, because odd numbers. If I ever go up north, I'll have to try it. We have Buc-ee's, same concept. It's an experience. You order your food, they make it there. I like different cheeses in my mac and cheese. Yes, Pennsylvania. Yeah, you gotta have the different cheeses. I remember when I was little, I liked Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I must have went years or maybe even a decade or so without having it, and having other mac and cheese I liked, and then going back to the Kraft macaroni and cheese was just kind of surprisingly sad. Like, this doesn't even taste like anything. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I cannot do craft anymore. I turned into a food snob. Yes, good. You're a man of culture. That's fine. I've done that to myself with ramen and with pizza. Pizza is okay because even you can understand like this isn't good pizza, but it's usually when you're having pizza, it's a fun day, so it's okay. But ramen, you want good ramen when you're ordering it. So when you have a bad ramen, and it's like the broth is thin and weird, and the meat tastes like they pulled it out of the freezer. That's just, you know, that's, I don't know. That's bad. Okay. Oh, I might get a decent granulation effect out of the khaki. We'll see. Don't touch it. Let it air dry, which I can never do. Let's see. What? Let's see. I'm gonna go back over my suit jacket with some watery colors. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, that might do something. It might not, but at least we tried. Craft and ramen packs are cheap for a reason. That said, they are more of a starting point than a complete side or main dish. Yeah. Yeah, you can zhuzh up a pack of ramen. And then there are some ramen packs that start off better than others. Like the top ramen thing, it's like you got a lot of work ahead of you if you start off with that. But there's some others that I haven't memorized the names for, but they're a better starting point. Craft macaroni and cheese, you have to do so much to it. You may as well just start from scratch. But I don't know how much work goes into scratch macaroni and cheese. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Is there a type of food that's immune to food snobbery? Best cheeses for grilled cheese. You guys are gonna make me snacky. Huh? It's gonna be too late to snack. I already ate my fruit. You can use tortillas instead of bread if needed. A la quesadilla. Havarti, yes. Gruyere, is that how you say that? And cheddar. Those cheeses for mac and cheese too. Yummy. Ah, that sounds good. Let's see. Some nice bright red horns. So what do we learn about brushes? Let's use the detail-y one, number 2. for the horns. The Anchor special. Hot dogs? Are they immune? I mean, you can have really good hot dogs, but if it's just a supermarket ketchup and mustard hot dog, that's still okay. As long as it's not hurting your stomach. Is that immune to food snobbery? Which one's my red? It gots to be this one. Okay, do you live by the green? Yes. Oh, look, I got two. I'll use that one. Okay. It's only 6:15 Pacific time there. It's 9:15, too late to eat here. Yeah, that's pretty late. If you can just wait to have a nice breakfast, that's better. Nathan's have the best hot dogs. I don't think I've been there. Do they have one out this way? Not a real one. Maybe like fake Nathan's. Now you got one of mine, Drew. Hot dogs are nasty. Bratwurst or pass. Uh-oh, Siege. Not even like a delicious Chicago dog with like the snappy casing. Bratwurst. Those are kind of zesty, right? Chunky and zesty. Yeah, it's hard to make a Chicago dog. I can't find poppy seed buns anywhere. I think you can find neon green relish at the supermarket. You have to go to, you can't go to like some Sprouts or whatever. They're gonna have elegant relish. You need like the neon green stuff. But you don't need it, but that's what the classic one is. Bratwursts are not zesty unless you add peppers. So, I think I've bitten into one. Is it something in between like a hot dog and a sausage? Yeah, the good hot dogs at the supermarket, they're not against the wall with the like the ballpark Franks or whatever. They're by the cheeses and the fancy stuff over by the deli, and you get a pack, and they're all linked together like cartoon style. Those are the ones that I got. They were really good. It's a German sausage, basically. Okay, yeah, I've had those. They're good, but that's like something else. That's not, to me, that wouldn't be like, when I think of hot dog, I don't think of those. Hot dogs are made out of what they can't sell in a pack made in, what they can't sell in a pack made into a puree shoved into it. Yeah, they're pretty brutal. I try not to think about that. Met and bratwursts rock? What's met? Exactly. It contains a higher level of fat than hot dog. Bite me? Oh, what? Oh, oh no, you can, I'm gonna allow that. That's, we're talking food here. Yeah, you tell him, Siege. I was looking at a different chat window where I couldn't see the your horribly offensive chat. I love cheddar wursts. I feel like I don't like those, but maybe I haven't. Maybe I'm thinking of like the ballpark hot dogs that have little cheese chunks shoved into them. I don't think that's what you're talking about. Automat is my arch enemy on Twitch. Would definitely unalive it if possible. Look at that. You're automating yourself. Yeah, you know what I did? I got timed out in a chat because I was working in Photoshop and I was watching my favorite streamer. And I'm like, why won't this brush resize? And I look over to the chat window and I'm like chatting brackets. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Embarrassing. I got totally timed out. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Shadow, you saw that? I saw you. You gave the sussy emote. I was like, oh my gosh, no, no, why? Metwurst is a strongly flavored German sausage made strongly flavored. They're already strongly flavored. It's like punch you in the mouth. From a raw minced pork preserved by curling and smoking. Oh, sorry, curing and smoking. Often with garlic. That sounds actually pretty good. The southern German variety is soft and similar to T-wurst. I don't know what those are either. Bro, you are like a connoisseur. What? Braunschweiger Metwurst is partially smoked but still soft and spreadable. Spreadable. What? Spreadable hot dog stuff? Oh, sorry, not a hot dog. While other northern German varieties such as Holsteiner are harder and more akin to salami. Oh, that's not like, it's not the texture I would want to bite into due to longer duration of smoking. My mouth is actually watering. Hold on, this is getting gross. Braunschweiger. Oh, there's a V instead of a W. Okay, Braunschweiger. Schweiger, that's what I said, right? Schweiger. Wait, Schweiger. Braunschweiger. Braunschweiger. Like eyeball. We win. Yeah, I'm super snacky now. Like, yeah, we usually just stop eating at a certain time. We're past that time. Cincinnati has tons of German roots and foods. Pennsylvania has Polish. Oh, that's interesting. Braunschweiger. Now I know. Are you dried up? She needs like a little bit more like a peach or something super watered down to just kind of do a little something here because it's just too flat. Maybe I could throw some in there too. Pennsylvania also has a lot of German, Jewish, and Amish foods. What a snacky place. Yummy. I'm gonna definitely snack right before bed. It's important to not wake up feeling like I'm starving. Love all of that, Chris. Apple butter, yummy. Oh my gosh, you guys. What are you doing? Okay, let's see. So, I could do splooshy brush for this thing I'm gonna try. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I've been searching for like a super light peachy pink, and I keep coming back with not that. So I'm mixing opera pink with buff titanium to try to like work something out. Let's see. Yeah, Pittsburgh for college was interesting, says Chris. Yeah, that must have been delicious. What are yours and Joel's snack foods? Mine right now is, it's gonna be boring, but okay, besides ice cream, there's like a whole ode to my love of ice cream on my Discord. Even the gross flavors I have a respect for, like the cricket ones, but so I love ice cream. I can't eat that all the time. I try, but, and I like cheesecake. I like it jiggly. I like it New York style. I like it pumpkin style. But other than that, fruit and yogurt and bowls of popcorn sometimes. I like yogurt a lot, but the thing is, there's like a really delicious one. What is it? Icelandic Provisions or something? So tasty. But after I eat a little thing of yogurt, I just want another thing of yogurt. After I eat a peach, I feel like I'm good. Joel likes nuts. He likes chocolate covered cherries, like honey glazed walnuts, pecans. Wait, not pecans. He doesn't like those. Pistachios. What else? You know what? I drink a lot of water and fizzy water. I'm trying to offset the sugar of like the ice cream. I live too close to the Salt and Straw. The only saving grace is that I walk there. And then we have some good boba places too. What else is good to snack on? I don't like snacking on vegetables, like dipping carrots in dressing, anything like that. It's like, I don't know. That's not a snack. That's just weird. I mean, it's not weird, but I don't know. There should be something fun about snacking. It feels like it's in the name. You snack. It should be fun. And carrots as a snack is just not bad. So yeah, fruits, yogurt, popcorn, like the Oh My Ghee popcorn from Sprouts. Not so much. I do like kettle corn a lot, but that'll get you into trouble. Okay, so let's see. Is that gonna be good? Kind of. Had a group of Mennonites close to my hometown. Their bakery was always delicious. Oh, I bet you could smell it too, right? When you go by. And they had homemade black licorice. What was that like? I need to try some black licorice because right now I'm thinking that's gross, but I haven't had it in a long time. And I've never really had a good quality version of it. You know what we had? I had a root beer and Joel said it tastes like black licorice. So it made me think maybe I should try black licorice because I like the root beer. Homemade black licorice. What is in that? Anise or something? What's in black licorice? Especially after growing up on southern food and not much else, says Chris. So did you just like put on a ton of weight and then got it because everything was delicious? Is that what was interesting about it? Just ate and ate? Honey covered nuts are awesome, says Siege. They are really good. I love black licorice, but I can explain it very simple. If you like Jägermeister, you will probably like black licorice. Well then, what? That's gonna put so many people off to black licorice. What about root beer? What if you like root beer? Yeah, I don't want like a bag either. Just one piece of quality black licorice so I could say, yes, it's gross, or, you know, I could see why people would like it. Okay, is this good? Watery pink? Maybe a little waterier? Let's try it. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Similar, but nowhere near the ballpark. Like saying chess and golf are the same because they are sports. Yeah, that's pretty different. I consider neither a sport. Games, right? So would a sport money? You're still getting the... Is that what you cited? I was looking at the other chat. I want to allow that. There you go. In your mind, does a sport require sweat? Are there sports where one doesn't sweat? I guess gymnasts don't get super sweaty during their routines, but probably during practice. Trying to warm up this pink. I put some Manny mustard yellow Dijon color in the pink. See if I could peach it up. Bold, considering. Okay, I'm waiting. Sports where one doesn't sweat. That's what we're considering. We're trying to make a case against chess and golf being sports. I mean, if chess is a sport, there are pro Magic the Gathering players, but yeah, sports involve rigorous physical activity. So pro Magic the Gathering players sounds more of a game than a sport. Would they consider themselves athletes or gamers, game players, card game players? Like, what? There's no way a Magic the Gathering player would call themselves an athlete. Is that a consistent thing though? Are all players of sports called athletes? Let's see. What would be a good shirt color? What we got going on here? A little bit of everything. So this kind of day this is going to be a little bit of everything. Your jacket's coming out kind of nice. Whoop. I can't think of one. They're not called athletes. Wait. Uh-oh. Ideas. It tried to do the granulation thing. Can you come up here? Come on. Gotta know, sweaty sport. Sports shooting, it's an Olympic thing even. Sports shooting. Okay. Orange and blue tie. I think I got it. Orange and blue. What? Good mental challenge. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's weird. Categories are weird. And then you start breaking it down and it just stops making sense so quickly. Okay. So, in the spirit of trying new brushes, I'll do this liney one for the tie. I like orange. I'm just gonna do orange and blue. I was thinking of sea jazz, which will be the small stripes. Because I didn't want it to blend too much in with the jacket, I was thinking of orange tie with blue stripes. That's my thought, anyways. I guess I could just use a bright blue with orange. But I just don't want super bright blue tie. I'd rather throw in another bit of orange since I like orange so much. I used to hate orange in junior high. It seemed like such a, I don't know, not a very cool color, I guess. But I went to a concert, and every time they put the orange lights on us, it was so happy. It was like sunshine and candy. So ever since, I just liked orange. That's a nice juicy orange. One of my high school's color. Not my favorite. Yeah, I think I feel like maybe all of my schools, their colors were yellow and black. Because we had the Jaguars. We used to be the Destroyers, and then they turned it into the Dolphins, but it was still, the colors were, I think they were still yellow and black. Vince, hi. How you doing? Yeah, and then high school was also not much variety there. All right, are you gonna drive for me? You have to force it. Vince, what's your favorite snack food? We're talking about snack foods. I like popcorn, fruit, yogurt. What else did I say? Those are my favorites so far. Ice cream, I forgot to say ice cream. That's a big one. Speaking like a cloudy blue, nothing too vivid. I don't want it to look like a race car, all contrasting colors. I know my chances of streaming again are near zero, but I can unalive Automod in my own channel. Oh, did you get stuck on something again? I didn't see that one. Automod is kind of handy. It's a tiny channel, so I don't have much risk of people coming in causing trouble. But it'd be really nice to just have something automatically block rude people. But you guys are all nice. You just say spicy stuff sometimes. Not even that spicy. It's just PG-13 here, kind of. Nah, but I find the most random stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I'm considering this a stopping point for the evening. Let's see. There it is. So yeah, I think the jacket, it's not doing like the rusty wet line mark kind of stuff, but I do see how it kind of got some warm kind of, not brown, but just some warm colors in there over the blue, and I like it. The pants were supposed to have like that lavender mixed in with the yellowish, and it's kind of doing that there at the edge of the little waterline. I like that. Tie is fine, pretty straightforward. I added some more color to her cheekies. I like that better, kind of bleeding down a bit. And I added the same color to her wrists. More new and improved orange pumpkin, 100% more pumpkinier. Juicy red horns, of course. Yeah, and we'll figure out what color to make the background here. This is middle manager tired of customers. Yes, yes. She says, I didn't make the POS machine. I didn't add the tip. It's not me. Just put 0. I don't care. Yeah, she's gonna have some fun. Okay, so no stream tomorrow. I got some dog sitting to do, so that'll be fun. And then, yeah, I'll be back next Tuesday. So let's see. Problem, hey, it's good to see you around. It's coming together and looks good, says Vince. Thank you so much. Oh gosh, well, hello and goodbye. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy to see you. I'm really glad that you came around. I know you're super busy. Problem is like kicking butt at school forever. So yeah, let's see. I'll do this one. Thanks for watching. Button. There. Okay. Shadow, thank you so much for hanging out. MPT, Chris, Siege, Vince, all you guys. I'm forgetting stuff. I'm forgetting people. Drew Dog, Web of Chaos. So, okay. No stream tomorrow. I'll see you on Tuesday, guys. Jamboree handouts. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.